Greetings to the world. Hello. Greetings to the good people of YouTube, wherever you might be tuning in from. We are Dante and Eros Faulk. This is Dante.
Hi.
I'm Eros. And yeah, we are very happy to be here at New Traditions Cafe in Olympia, playing some live music for you, which is something that we haven't been able to do much of recently, obviously and unfortunately, but we're very happy to be here and to be doing it.
And we're very happy that we can have an audience, even if the audience is through the lens of a camera.
Exactly.
So yes.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here. Yeah.
So I'll tell you what we just played and what we're about to play. We play lots of traditional music from mostly the Celtic region, a lot of Irish and Scottish music. The first two tunes that we just played were Irish tunes, Tuttle's Reel and The New Custom House, which are two of my favorite Irish tunes. And next, we're going to play two of our own original tunes, which don't really have individual names. We've just kind of put them together in a medley called I Want to Build. You want to tell the story behind I Want to Build?
The story, oh, yay, light. It's quite lit. So the story with I Want to Build is we were recording our album last summer, and we had just watched Stranger Things Season 3 on Netflix. I'm not advertising for Netflix, like it's legitimately just a really good show. We had watched it on a plane a couple weeks earlier, and there's a scene in the show, I don't want to give too much away in case you guys haven't seen it, but a scene in the show where one of the characters says, after assembling some sort of creature, he says, I want to build, when he keeps wanting to just add more and more chaos. So that's sort of how this track ended up being when we were making it in the studio. We kept adding more and more tracks to it, more and more drum parts and whatever. So it became I Want to Build. We'll only play a couple of the tracks for you live because we can't play 20 instruments at once. But
yeah, it's very unfortunate. We haven't figured out how to defy the laws of science to that point yet. But we'll play as much of it. Yes, stay tuned. But yeah, for now, here's I Want to Build. Hello, everybody. Uh, we are still here. Dante has bow hairs. If you need any, one just fell off of his string. Did they hear what we said about the last tune? Do you want to say anything about it?
The last tune was called I Want to Build, and it is in reference to Stranger Things Season 3, a scene where the character Billy wants to build something. That is the most I can say without completely giving it away. So we recorded it last summer, and we kept just wanting to add more and more parts to it, which is why we called it I Want to Build. And now
good
the next
summary.
Yes, quite good summary. Very short, concise. The point.
Yeah, that story can take anywhere from 15 seconds to like half an hour to tell. That was a nice intermediate pace to tell it.
Yes.
The next tune that we'll play for you is another little medley of original tunes, this time called Artisanal Grilled Cheese, which is in reference to the grilled cheese sandwiches that Dante frequently makes and deems to be artisanal.
Yes, they are artisanal because I cook them very slow and in small batches, which is key to making something artisanal. Whether it's just a brand or actually artisanal, small batches is key.
People on the internet often get mad at him because they're not technically grilled cheese sandwiches because we're vegan.
Yeah.
And use vegan cheese often.
Don't go to grilled cheese sandwich forums on the internet. They're mean there.
Yeah, they're purists, but we still claim the title artisanal grilled cheese for this one, and we will play it now after I tighten my bow. because usually I've either had very short hair or very long hair and kept it tied back. So this is an adjustment I'm getting used to. Dante does not have this problem. He has his hair neatly tied up.
It would be in the face if I didn't have it tied, though.
Yeah.
It'd be full on, like, emo rocker headbanging hair.
But yeah, it does feel quite interesting to be playing a show without an audience, especially at a venue that we've played at before with an audience. Yeah, we've done some live streams and stuff from our house, but this is the first time that we've gone somewhere else to play music in like 8 months.
Yeah.
I think since February was the last time. So it's a very interesting feeling, but it's nice to know that all the good people of YouTube are out there enjoying this in your own homes, wherever you are. We cannot see you, but you are beautiful, and thank you for being here. We will now play the next tune after that little interlude. The next tune is called The Star of Munster, and it is a traditional Irish tune that we really like to play. I don't really know much about the history of it. I don't think Dante does either.
I don't. I just know that it's an old tune and it is cool.
Yeah, it's quite fun to play, and
It's the extent of my knowledge on a lot of things, actually.
yeah, that's as far as our knowledge goes on many things. But we'll play The Star of Munster for you now because we enjoy playing it. Check tuning, a good idea. What is next on the set list? I always make the mistake of writing our set lists not in Sharpie when I should be writing them in Sharpie, and it's hard to read. but I've deciphered the code of what we're going to play next.
The code of our own handwriting.
Yeah, that's a sarcastic comment, I think, at me because I write all of our set lists, and he always tells me that you can't read my handwriting, which is why I'm often the one to introduce what the next tune we're going to play is because I'm the only one who can decipher it. And this next tune is one that I wrote a couple of years ago, I think at this point, called Waltz for Kiki. And Kiki is our dog. And I thought...
/ cat.
Yeah, Dante calls her a cat. She's legally a dog, but she acts a lot like a cat. But I decided that she should have her own waltz, as every good canine cat should. So yeah, it's called Waltz for Kiki. So yes, that was Waltz for Kiki, our canine cat. Let me check how we're doing on time real quick. Perfect. Okay, so this next tune is one that we just recently released that I wrote a little over a year ago, I think, and we just named it like 2 weeks ago because we're very bad at naming tunes. We have a very good record of being bad at naming tunes, but we settled on the name Entropy, and we recorded it and arranged it a couple different ways over like the last year, but we just released this recording that is finally the one that we decided we kind of like. Do you have anything?
Yeah, just on the subject of naming things, there's a couple tracks on our album. I don't remember which ones, but there's a couple that we literally named the day. Like, I had to like write the titles on the album jacket on like Photoshop to send it out for production. So we named a couple literally the day before we sent it off for production.
I think we named this on the day we were uploading it.
Yeah.
Or a couple days before.
The naming goes quite slow.
But yeah, the word entropy kind of just means like decline into chaos, which is a very dramatic name, but we like dramatic names, and yeah, in some ways it seems to reflect just things that are happening. So that's kind of why we picked that name, but it's a dramatic name for a dramatic tune. And we'll go ahead and play it now without any further delay. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So we have come to the latter part of our set list. Shall we introduce ourselves? Because I don't know
I think
if
we shall.
successfully ever did that.
Yeah, we did once at the beginning. I don't know how successful it was, but YouTube is a great place, and you can sneak into a concert whenever you want without anybody noticing. So, for all of you people who snuck in the middle of the concert, welcome. We're glad you're here, and we're glad that you didn't make noise with the door. We are Dante and Eros Faulk. We're streaming live from New Traditions Cafe in Olympia, Washington, and we're just playing some of our tunes. Most of it is original, some of it is traditional.
And this is Dante, and I'm Eros, to clarify.
Ah, yes.
If that was not clear enough. Sometimes it's confusing because often I'll introduce us and say we're Dante and Eros, but I'm actually Eros. And it's weird to say someone else's name first. I don't know if that confuses other people. It confuses me. I sometimes forget who I am, but I think I remember.
We all often forget who we are.
So the next tune that we'll play for you is the title track off of our new album, which it was interesting. We kind of started off the pandemic by releasing our album, which is not something that we've done before. I don't think it's something most people have done before. We recorded it last July and worked on mixing it throughout the fall and very early part of this year. And then we kind of procrastinated a bunch of the final steps of it. And then when March came, suddenly we had all this extra time. So we decided to stop procrastinating, and we finished this album and released it, and it is called Mirage. I don't remember if I already said that. And I did say at the next tune is the title track, so I think you can conclude that this next tune is called Mirage. So you are very smart people.
Which is not something you can often say about people on YouTube. But this corner is a corner of smart people. And that was Mirage, the title track of our new album, Mirage.
Thank you for that concise summary.
Yes.
The time has come in our program in which we will play one more set of tunes. I'm gonna get in tune real quick, and then I'm gonna talk a little bit more, and then we'll play these tunes. I think the worst way to end a show is to end a show very out of tune. So I've taken the extra measure to not do this. Before we play this, we just have to give a huge thanks to Bill Lang for setting up this amazing concert. We're so happy that we get to do this. It's been so long since we've gotten to play live music, so it's been a real treat for us, and we're super thankful that we got to do this. And also a huge thanks to Jody for letting us use New Traditions as the space for this. This is definitely one of our very favorite places to play. And it's great to be back here after many months of absence. And thank you to all of you for tuning in and watching wherever you are in this fine world. We have a medley of 3 tunes that we will finish. It looks like you want to say something. You want to say something?
I don't think I do. It maybe looked like I did, but I didn't have anything on my mind. I can just introduce this one.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to play a medley of 3 tunes.
A medley of melodies.
Yes. Ooh, trademark. Okay. Yes, medley of 3 tunes. The first one is a Scottish air called Little Brown Island in the Sea. That's the translation. I'm not going to try to pronounce it in Scots Gaelic because I will mess it up. And then the second tune is St. Patrick's Andro, which is a nice groovy dance tune. I've had a couple people actually tell me it would work really good as a hip-hop beat. So that's sort of like kind of the groove you can get into. And then the last tune is an Irish tune called Guibara Bridge, and it's just your classic fast E minor reel.
And I was going to add one more thing. If you, not that we're really playing shows, but if you want to stay updated as to what else we're doing, if we're doing any other fine events such as this one, or the things we are doing from our home in this time of COVID, you can follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Just our names, Dante and Eros Faulk. Our website is Dante and Eros. And I think the information might be somewhere here at the end for Bill's next live stream concert, which will be happening soon. And you should all also watch that because it's going to be great. And we will now finish off with these 3 tunes. Thank you so much for joining us.
Bye.